Hey guys, Eric Johnson here. So I'm going to talk about how to quit alcohol fast, once and for all, using this dopamine hack. So I've been an addict my whole life. I remember being 7 or 8 years old, trying to find ways to get high with my surroundings because my dad was very strict. I had to go to bed way too early, so I had all this energy still, couldn't sleep. And so I would create radio shows. I would play with myself, more ways than one, if you know what I mean. I learned how to do that very young because it felt good and I wanted to feel good. So let me just sit down here. So, guys, basically, the reason why we're addicts is because we're looking for that feel good. We're looking for something to replace that emptiness in our heart. Okay, so all you have to do, I'm going to just keep this in simple terms. People are probably going to hate me for this. They're going to be like, it's more technical than that. It's more complicated than that. But I'm just breaking it down black and white because that's what addicts can relate to. So it's a dopamine game. That's all it is. So in a very easy nutshell kind of way, what you need to do is replace the bad habits like alcohol and drugs and sex and money and whatever else. Replace those with more healthy dopamine habits, more healthy dopamine. All right, you've heard of people that drink a lot and then they get sober and then they go to the gym and they become gym rats and they get all ripped. Well, I would rather be ripped than dead in the ditch somewhere. So I replaced all my bad habits eventually with good habits. When I quit alcohol finally, I basically went back to the gym. I started playing racquetball, and then I started playing music again. I started getting all my creative juices back. I got a drum set. I created a album with me playing all the instruments. I started writing again. I looked up to the wrong role models growing up. I looked up to the rock and roll stars, the drunk poets. And I thought that drinking and drugging would make me more creative. But in the long run, it took away everything that I had. So when I got sober, fortunately, everything came back. My passion, my creativity, my willingness to live by replacing one bad habit with a good one. And yeah, you could call it switching addictions for another addictions. Yeah, I did that, I still smoke cigarettes when I quit drinking for 2 more years. But then when I quit smoking cigarettes, I switched to candy bars. And then after that, I slowly quit candy bars, switched to stevia, stopped taking sugar. So you're a work in progress. So don't be so hard on yourself. But if you relapse, don't use that as an excuse to keep drinking. Get back on the wagon and say, oh, well, I slipped up. Everyone makes mistakes. Relapse is part of recovery. But don't use that as a crutch or an excuse to keep drinking or drugging. Slowly, you want to work your way out of the hole and replace your bad habits with good habits. And, another one is jogging. The jogger's high is amazing. Or hitting the sauna after a hard workout. Amazing. Beautiful. Feel good. Dopamine all over the place. It's clean energy. You get relaxed. You can sleep good. You don't have to get up at 4 a.m. and slam a beer like I used to because I had withdrawals. I could barely sleep. So I'm in bear country, so I'm looking around. I think they're hibernating or looking for food the last few days, but it's gorgeous out here. I feel high right now. I just blew all the leaves off the driveway, blew the leaves off the whole driveway for the neighborhood because I'm a control freak. Can't have any leaves, but it's gonna get covered by tonight anyways when the wind comes back through here. But guys, I love you. You can do this, okay? If you can, go to a AA or a NA. Find one in your area. Do a 90-day blitz. Just submerge yourself. Get around sober people. Truthfully, you're going to have to get rid of all the people, places, and things that trigger you remind you of drinking and drugging. I'm sorry, but you're going to lose some old friends that you used to party with. They're going to act like they support you, but deep down they miss you because misery loves company. They don't want to lose their drinking or drugging partner. So they're going to be sneaky, just like Satan is sneaky. He's very sneaky. He'll try to convince you to go use again or drink again. You're going to probably have to go through some isolation and reestablish friends, or just do it alone for a while. But do those meetings, okay? Don't just sit at home, because you'll eventually rationalize drinking and drugging again. Your mind will play tricks on you. So get around sober people, but just hear me out. If you get the right dopamine fix every single day, break a sweat, get that dopamine going, and you'll feel good, and it'll be a lot easier to stay sober. So like and subscribe, share this with anyone who's hurting right now, struggling. I'm approaching 10 years of sobriety next month, so I know what I'm talking about. I had to move away from that small town that I was the town drunk in. I got rid of all my old friends, got rid of all my triggers. Hard rock triggered me. I had to kind of get rid of that. I'm still battling, masturbating and once in a while having a treat, or, sneaking in a hard rock song on TikTok. So I'm not perfect. I'm still backsliding. I'm a backsliding Christian. I'm an ex-alcoholic, whatever, okay? But I'm a work in progress, just like you are. So don't be so hard on yourself that you get into depression and feel like you want to end it all, okay? People want you to live. They're watching you from the sideline. You don't know that, but they are. And they're rooting you on. The angels are cheering you on. They want you to win this battle, this between good and evil. So I love you guys. Hang in there. Leave a comment. How are you doing with sobriety, or whatever. Let's chat, and I'll talk to you soon.